It's your boy Mr. Egami on the Underground Railroad Podcast. Coming at you live from East Flatbush, Brooklyn. Holla at us. It's a kind of long road, man. You know, it didn't start off as fashion. I started off in business. I went to college for business. Went to Baruch. Wanted to be an accountant at the time, just to make money. During my career, I had to dress up. So I had to meet clients and things like that. So I had to be presentable. Had to be sharp. Fresh shirt, fresh pair of pants, cologne, shiny shoes, socks. That was the image, right, of the corporate world that I was in. But I kind of lived two worlds because I still lived in the hood. So I would come back to East Flatbush. And I was the only one really dressed up, because you know our community is not a very corporate community. Not a lot of people from our community make it to the corporate environment. Big banks, big large CPA firms, big law firms. So I had the idea to why not bring this suit and education. It started off as suit education. I was never no stylish guy, none of that. No, it was just bare suits. How about I bring this suit education back to the hood? Beautiful. And do something to empower my community. Instead of being surrounded by all white people, you know, in an all majority white environment, where I didn't feel like there was a purpose, an underlying purpose, why not bring this to the hood? That's how Egami started. That's amazing, man. Started sizing people up for shirts. That started with just shirts. Then I started doing shirts and pants, then blazers, then full suits. That's amazing, man. Sooner or later, I was doing whole weddings for people in the community. You know, it's the hood, but we still have a lot of weddings, birthdays, prom, Easter. There's still a demand for suits. So, me identifying the demand and me having a skill set, because I got to a point where I was really sharp. Everybody that worked with me was always like, yo, you're always sharp. Like, you don't even have to wear suits every day. You could just wear a shirt and pants, but you always wear full suits. Right? Or at least like a tie or something. I always had something that was a sharp item, right? So, yeah, I brought the style to the hood. It started off with that, but then I started getting booked by stylists, dressing people like Pleasure P from Love and Hip Hop and from Pretty Ricky, dressing people like Johnny Gill. His stylist hit me up for some tuxedos. Who else? Dressing people like Patricia Alves. I just dressed an actress. Shout out to Patricia. Yeah, dressing people like Kissannette, who's a popular model. Worldwide model. She's like the face of Ethiopia, bro. Worldwide model. She was Miss World Ethiopia. And she's wearing my suits. Shout out to Kissannette. And the list goes on. Mark John Jeffries, actor. A few other people. Ty Grant, retired NBA player from the New Orleans Hornets. He was actually in the starting class with Baron Davis. He was a center. Shout out to Ty Grant. I'm actually working with him to style some new stuff. Bruce Thompson, who's an athlete, top wide receiver at LSU, now on track to be in the NFL. He's mentored by Odell Beckham Jr. He works out with Odell Beckham Jr. And I dress him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the list goes on, man. I just started getting identified by people of influence and celebrities, and started dressing them.
You said that you're inspired by Sean P. Diddy Combs and Damon Dash and stuff. You could tell us something about that?
Very good question and very good point. I'm inspired by moguls, man. I do a lot of different things. Suits is the main thing that I guess gave me a platform that allows me to do podcasts and things like that. Nobody really knew about me on a wide scale because I used to be a very private person. I was corporate, whatever, you know, married at the time, just like going to work, going home, right? Didn't have an Instagram. And the suits really launched me into the more of a spotlight, working with celebrities and things like that. Like one of my jackets was featured on the Breakfast Club, and Charlemagne the God actually commented on the jacket that I made, stuff like that, right? But I do music production. I work with artists. Like I was telling you, we just did the Suit Cypher. Got a bunch of artists from Brooklyn.
And that's just like P. Diddy.
Just like P. Diddy, right? Bringing all different types of worlds together. Because these guys are from the streets. Dame Dash is from the streets of Harlem, right? P. Diddy's from the streets. I'm from the streets. But we also have minds that are unique in our environment. And we're going places. And we all want to bring people with us where we're going. So I like that mindset. I don't like the mindset of the silo, successful person who leaves his community and no one else eats and no one else benefits. I like this. I like the mindset of, you know, with my growth and my knowledge, I am also educating the people around me and doing something, you know, to empower the people around me. And I have a variety of skills, not just fashion, but music, but entertainment, but the Suit Cypher, I directed the music video. You know what I'm saying? So I do have a creative eye as well. You know, I still do CPA work, so I still help people with business startups and things like that. So yeah, I am inspired by moguls who have different things going on, different streams of income, who empower people in their community. You know,
Any competition has ever deterred you from what you're doing or your influence is the same way?
That's a good question. I mean, there's always going to be competition. I don't care what you do. You can sell soap.
Yeah.
You're going to have 10 competitors. There's going to be 2 Africans on this corner selling the same soap. You're going to have a Chinese guy selling the soap. So there's always going to be competition. But there's not going to be another me. Because I'm me, right? I'm unique. I have my own relationships. I have my own style.
Yep.
My own upbringing. My own way I do things. I'm me. So someone is going to see my story and they're going to be like, you know what? I want to work with him because I connect with him versus him, her.
That was leading to my next question. Are you open to work with other companies like, say, for instance, Gucci and Louis Vuitton and other companies, big brands, you know, major brands?
I personally feel the major brands are not really where I want to go, but I would always be open to work with anyone.
Okay.
You know, if it means accomplishing the same missions that I set out to do, which is empowering my community and making sure that, you know, at the end of the day, our community benefits from, you know, these sales. You know, like, for example, Dapper Dan has a collection, which I think is dope because the community is rocking with it, right? But I don't want to do a collection and then it's now being pushed to different communities that really don't benefit the core of where I grew up and things like that. I would like for it to be something that, you know, is beneficial to the community and to me. And of course it has to make financial sense and things like that. My collection is not meant to be just for people in East Flatbush, Brooklyn. However, that's my roots, and it's important that, you know, my community is empowered in you know, whatever I do. So yeah, retail deals, working with brands, brand ambassadors, different stuff like that. I'm always open to those possibilities.
Tell us where we could find your products, your suits and that type.
Of course, man. First of all, the website, EgamiCollection.com. You know, kinds of talks about how we started, talks about what we do, the services we provide, different things like that. So yeah, EgamiCollection.com. You can follow, you know, Go on our website, subscribe. We have a mailing list. We send out promos. Like I do a lot of pop-ups. Just did a pop-up right here, right on Brooklyn and Church Ave, not too far from here, right? By the way, we in the 50s right now. Church Ave, East Flatbush, right in the hood, right? But again, this is where I grew up. This is where I'm from, right? So shout out to everybody in the East Flatbush community, 30s, 40s, 50s, 90s. All of y'all, you know, East Flatbush, we got a bad rep for a long time. You feel me? We got the rep of being the gangsters, the hustlers, the shooters, the you know, the just the no good you know, crew. But yo, there's so many gems that come out of our community.
It's amazing. It's amazing you say that, because you have a strong point, and when you talk, you have a lot of passion. And one of the things I've been reading is like your creativity, the way you express your words, basically. Like your company is Egami, and backwards it's image.
Image, absolutely.
Can you tell them how image is important to you, or you think image is important to the world?
I mean, look, we grew up together, man. So you know my style wasn't really this back in the day. You feel me? You know, we was hoodied up, you know, fitted up. By the way, shout out to Elite and the AB team, Buck and everybody, Hugo. If y'all see this, I'm rocking this hat today. You remember I told you about moguls, right? And one of my influencers, somebody who I aspire and respect a lot, is my brother Hugo Sanchez, who actually gave me this hat. And you know, he's somebody who was from the street that is doing amazing things and has several businesses and has made millions just through hard work, right? And made it out of his environment. So I just want to shout out the AB team real quick. But yeah, I'm wearing the fitted today because, you know, this was the style, man. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, baggy clothes. You know, you wasn't really high fashion. It was more like war zone. You had to be ready for whatever. You know what I'm saying? That was the vibe. So a part of that whole image name is how I changed my style from a less intimidating style, ready for whatever, to now a more approachable style, right? Where, you know, I wear lighter colors. I wear, you know, fitted jeans and boots and turtlenecks and hats, but I still make it look dope. I still make it look stylish. I still make it look flavor. I'm still from the streets, right? I grew up in the streets. I still abide by a certain street code. So it's like people rock with me because they know me, right? People in the streets who know me and they rock with me, they like, yo, Rue, not a lot of people can do what you do and still, you know what I'm saying, still be like accepted and still be, you know, you still like a brother. I still go up to the big homie's crib to say what up and chill with them and talk about stuff, business, starting businesses, things like that. Because, you know, we're a community, right? So somebody achieves success and you never see them again, it really doesn't build the community. It doesn't make the community advance as a whole. We need the smartest minds in our community to share that information and to share their experience. And the young kids need to see it too. So I talk a lot with my young boys. Shout out to Gallo and Kenny and everybody, all the young dudes from my block, Samo. I talk to all of them all the time. And I'm happy, like, you guys invited me to do this podcast. I'm happy you invited me just to even share my perspective, you know, from somebody who's in the community, who's been in the community, and a podcast that's respected in the community. So young people need to hear this stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of positive examples in the hood. I'm not somebody who sold drugs. I'm not somebody who was banging, who was doing none of that. Yeah. But I grew up around that.
Because we got to do this for people who
birth us. So I had the street code, but
people who birth them.
Took it, young. Made something out of myself. I didn't do stuff that would get
you see, we on a mission.
Anything like that.
God's mission.
Yeah,
we've got to fulfill the mission. Make my mother smile is my greatest ambition. Yeah, I'm here to collect my commission. Gotta survive in this world of competition. Yeah, I've got to fulfill.
Shedding light on my story and bringing me on your platform. So I appreciate that. You already know. Yeah. Word. Underground Railroad Podcast. Y'all better subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. This is episode 1 with your boy, Mr. Egami. All right, we right here in Brooklyn, New York. Holla at your boy.